Hello, my name's Tony and welcome back to Fragdicted. In today's episode, we have got a Perfume Parlour haul for you. These are all very new fragrances on their website, and I haven't done one of these for a while, so I want to share with you what I picked up. So stay right where you are. Right, so here's the box. I have opened it. I was excited. I couldn't contain my excitement. I haven't bought from Perfume Parlour for some time. Would say that I have moved on to other things. However, went onto the website because I heard one of my favourite fragrances had been put on there. And I was curious and I ran into a few other things. Let's show you the box of goodies. So you can see there is quite a few in there. I'll try not to keep you too long though. So, firstly, this was my first pickup, and this is called The Crown, and the number on this, because that's how you find the fragrances on the website, 0996 if you're interested, and this is an interpretation of my favourite fragrance. So I don't know how I feel about this, but I had to try it. The curiosity got the better of me. So I ordered the extrait in this one, and this is the extrait bottles that they come in. So you can see quite nice presentation. They've got the wooden cap, the black bottle, so they've gone to a little bit more trouble to make the presentation a bit nicer. So that is the bottle, black atomizer, and I have worn this, so I don't want to do a spoiler alert, but I'm just going to give this a quick spray in the air. And you know what, I am torn of whether to actually review this or not, but what I can tell you is that it smells a lot like the original. So if the original is a bit out of your budget and you want an idea of what it smells like, this does do a really good job of that. So go and check that out. That is The Crown, which is a interpretation of my favourite fragrance, The Chronic. Next, we have Quiet Expression, which the code on this is 0003, and this is their interpretation of 100 Silent Ways by Nashane. And the main notes in this are orange, tuberose, and it's like a bubblegummy tuberose, jasmine, sandalwood and vanilla. So I really like the original. I really love that sort of bubblegumness. There are a lot of other fragrances that do smell similar, and actually this does do a really good job. It's not as close as, say, The Crown is to The Chronic. It is a good way of checking out whether it's something you want to spend the big bucks on. So that is Quiet Expression. Next is one that's a little bit boring to me, but Bex wanted it. And this is, it's a new addition to their range. We've had the other versions. So this is Card Red X. So you would think that that's Card Red extract, but it's not actually. It is based on the original BR540, but they just made it stronger. We've had Card Red, the extract, we've had Card Red, the normal one. This is Card Red X, which is a different fragrance, and it is a stronger version of just the original BR540. And Bex wanted a bottle. She's got for a couple of bottles of this already and just wanted a top up. So this is a 30 ml and it is really well done, I would say. Next is one I'm quite excited about. It is called Blazing Rays, and the code on that is 0068, and this is their interpretation of Tom Ford's Soleil Brillant, their new fragrance in the gold bottle. And I have smelt that in store and bought a sample home for Bex, and we both have fallen in love with it. We love the fragrance, and at some point we do want to pick up the original bottle, but for now, until we do, this was very, very cheap way of testing it a little bit more. I know it's not going to be exactly the same as the original, but it does do the DNA quite well. This one is a little bit more, dare I say it, sort of herbal or minty. But the main notes that are the sort of stars in this are honey, orange blossom, which seems to be a note that I really like. Amber, some woods, some leather and some vetiver. So the blazing ray is a really good way of describing this. It does smell like summer. It smells like the heated sun on a hot day on concrete, if that makes sense, but with some florals around as well. The orange blossom's gorgeous. This is a really good interpretation that's done very, very cheaply. Definitely worth checking out. Next, we have Fidelity, and this is their interpretation of Changing Constants by Penhaligon's, and the code on this is 1852. Changing Constants is probably one of my favourite Penhaligon's fragrances that I've tried. It is a fragrance for me that doesn't last particularly well on my skin. This, I would say, the performance is just only slightly, but ever so slightly better, but there's not much in it. Changing Constants is a little bit deeper and a little bit richer in my opinion. But this does do the DNA quite well. It's sort of a basic DNA version of the original is the best way I can put it. And the main notes in this are cardamom, caramel, tobacco, schmerin and vanilla. So you can see why it's a fragrance that I would like. And Bex likes it too. It's one that we both are going to enjoy. I think quite well done, and that is called Fidelity. Right, we're moving through these quite nicely. I won't keep you much longer. Next, we're moving on to the smaller bottles. These are 13 ml bottles. This one's called Ladylight and it is 1745. It is their interpretation of MFK's Lumiere Noir Pour Femme. And you know what, I haven't worn this. It's quite floral. I would say it's quite pretty. Beck seemed to like it. I haven't worn this one yet, so I can't really give you any comments. Just wanted to show you what I've got in this little haul. Next, we have Sliced Apple, which is their interpretation of Killian's Apple Brandy. This is a 13 ml bottle. The code is 1044. Has oak, cedar, labdanum, and vanilla. It's got some booze and it's got some apple. And this is actually very, very well done. I love the smell of this. I wish I'd got a bigger bottle. I would love to smell the original actually, because I think it's something I would really, really enjoy. The performance on this one isn't as good as some of the others, I would say. So that is Sliced Apple. And the last of my 13 ml bottles is called Rum Cow Pine. And the code on this is 0030. And this is their interpretation of Penhaligon's Halfeti Cedar. And this has an array of notes in it, but the main notes are cardamom, saffron, dried fruit, cinnamon, 2 different types of cedar, patchouli, tonka, labdanum, vanilla. So, and it's got a lot more as well. But this is a really lovely, spicy, aromatic fragrance. It smells really fresh, but really spicy, quite masculine to my nose, and something that I'm actually looking forward to getting to know a bit better. I've only worn it on my hand once and I really like the smell of it. Actually, I forgot I had it in the box, so I will be wearing this very shortly. So this is called Rum Cow Pine. Perfume Parlour just sent a couple of samples to me. Yet to wear them yet, so I can't comment on what they are, but we have 0616, which is called Citrus Particle, and it's their interpretation of Eccentric Molecule 01 plus Mandarin. So looking forward to trying that. Love mandarin fragrances and orange fragrances, so hopefully that smells good. Next we have 1744, which is called Spicy Java. And it's their interpretation of Golden Dala, which is Coffee Break by Xerjoff. So one I'm really looking forward to testing that one out. Lastly, we've got 1998, which is Queenly Wood for Women, which is Her Majesty the Oud by Atkinson. So you can see there, lovely great big haul, lots of fragrances to wear. Added a massive amount of bottles to my already huge collection of Perfume Parlour fragrances. The one that I'm obviously most excited by is my beloved fragrance, and this will be a way of my sons and my wife and myself to spray to our heart's content without using my precious original too much. I will save that for more special occasions. So that was the whole reason for this haul, was to pick this up and check what it was like. Thanks for joining me for the video. I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Don't forget to keep smelling wonderful.